Yeah, a very quick note about how to do the pages about the possessive articles of the Quaderno, because I got a couple of questions. So let's get to it. Cominciamo adesso. Yeah, okay. So hopefully you've watched all the videos and played the games that could give you a warm up right about this. And okay, so here, so your job is to say that these nouns belong to the people in parentheses. So if it's I, so it's going to be mine. If it's you, it's going to be yours. If it's we, it's going to be ours. If it's she, it's going to be her. If it's they, it's going to be their, whatever. Just like here I put, and I just changed this to red, right? Because this is important, because you do have all this column here is family unmodified singular family members, so they do not require the il, la, I, or le. Everything else does. And then you have here modified family members and plurals, and you always use them in those cases. And then everything else after this is going to be regular nouns, so you always use the article with them. So if it's, I'm just going to do a couple from each one, and let me go the first two, the last two. So let's see here. Colore, something a little darker so you can see it better. Okay, so if you say her aunt, right? Because lei is she, you're gonna say her aunt. So it's gonna be, and again, it's a family member in the singular. You don't need the la, just sua zia. Madre, my mother, mia madre. And again, it doesn't matter whether you are male or female. This here agrees with madre, which you know is a singular feminine noun regardless of the e ending. Just like padre also ends in e, but is masculine. So it would be mi o padre, or su o padre if it's hers. So let's do, okay, ours, right? Cognato. The nostro cognato. And they all are going to end with a or o because they're all singular, right? The plurals are here. So let's go the last two here. Well, i suoi genitori, and then it will be I tuoi zii. Again, we do use the I because this is plural. So this, as I said before, singular modified nouns, right, of family members, that doesn't apply to plurals. And it's going to be I vostri fratelli. Again, and then the next, all the next ones here. Let me close this so I can scroll down without taking the words with me. So then we have 1.5 pages where you need, let's do some of the next page. And I want to keep this video short. So bicicleta is going to be my bicycle, right? So it will be la mia bicicleta. Risposta, la tua risposta. Professore, this is male singular, right? So it will be il suo professore, because it's yeah, it's his or hers, right? Doesn't matter whether in English is different, his or her. In Italian, no, it's going to be a form of suo, but whether it's suo, sua, suoi, or sue, which is masculine, feminine, singular, plural, depends on the noun that is being owned, right? The item. So the word that goes after, not on who is um, the owner of that, right? So let's do a couple of here on the next, okay. Domande, this is feminine, plural. So here you are still being told whether this is one of those nouns that end in e, unless it's very obvious, like madre or padre, part of the vocabulary that we need to know, right? So in this case, this is, if it ends in e, it's going to be, right? It's going to be feminine plural, but then there are going to be some nouns that are going to end in like e, like ione, right? Ione is always feminine singular. Then ioni is going to be feminine plural, right? So sometimes we, well, Professor Trombetta, who is the author of this quaderno, is going to tell you whether something is a different gender than expected, um, from the ending of the word, right? So this is feminine plural, so it's going to be loro lezioni. And this, in this case, loro is not going to end in e. It's not le lore lezioni because loro never changes, right? Loro always does whatever it wants, right? So it's like you always use this article also with loro. So let's see here another one that where you are being told the gender is paese, that is masculine singular. So that would be il mio paese, right? This is not a feminine plural word, but again, you're still being given the benefit of the doubt by um, by having those hints here embedded. So that's it. Allora, so I look forward to getting all these pages and the quizzes tonight. And buona serata e ci vediamo domani. Oh, yes, tomorrow for the spring 2025 Italian class, you are going to have a chance to do the family presentation during our Zoom meeting if you wish. Okay, let me clear this and ci vediamo domani.